with the title, obviously, you go to 205 Live. You were with Big Cass on the main roster for like a year, pretty much exactly. Why did you two split up? Because I've got a theory. Was it because Austin Aries left and they needed a new star for 205 Live? Was that it?
Oh no, that has nothing to do with it. I
Okay.
didn't even know. I didn't even know he was in 205 Live. Um, what happened was I was got screws and rod that's in my right leg, and I was supposed to get it removed. So we started writing me off of TV to go get surgery, to go get my legs, screws and rods replaced. And then all of a sudden, the angle of finding me laying backstage picked up and became the hottest angle on TV. And now they're looking at me and they're like, "Hey, bro, you got more steam than you've had. Like, do you want to walk away from this, or do you want to try to push the surgery off until later? As long as I can go, I can go." So I just said, "Fuck it. I'll push the surgery off. I'll join the cruiserweight division when me and Big Cass break up, and Cass will get his push, and I'll get mine, and then hopefully one day we'll come back, rekindle, and make business and money together as enemies who win singles championships who never won tag team championship, and then come back and try to get those tag titles together, hopefully down the line." That's just kind of the story that writes itself. I mean, I'm always going to be married to him. So I went on to win a cruiserweight title. Cass beat Big Show at SummerSlam, tore his ACL the next day, but I think he was obviously in line for a big push. When he did come back, he worked right with Daniel Bryan off the rip. So unfortunately, things didn't work out for him, and he's in a way better place now. So I just think that they needed to take advantage of the hot storyline, and the hottest way to take advantage of it was to break up me and Cass. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It made the most sense. Like, who's finding him laying backstage? Like, do we want to spin this off and do a feud, or do we want to make this the number one ratings draw in the WWE? Like, we could spin this to where Enzo gets hurt and he's home, and now Cass is fighting whoever it was that was laying out Enzo. But the money is in Enzo and Cass breaking up. So while people think that, like, we shouldn't have broke up, they should have never broke you up. Like, bro, the tide was starting to turn on us. Like, I don't think that people realize, like, certain demographics and certain places we went to, like the smart marks, were turning on us. Like, we were starting to get heel reactions from certain crowds, booed by certain people, and it was best for business, I think, to break us up, because look at what happened. I mean, I was on my way. I was doing great business.
So right? There was nothing that you fought then creatively. You said, "Man, it's not time yet."
No, I actually fought becoming a heel. Yeah. I did not want to turn heel. They turned me heel in a promo where Miz just buried me on a microphone for 10 minutes, and I could not rebuttal. If I rebutted, I was getting fired. So if I picked up the mic and I said a word, I was going to get fired that night. They told me, because I knew I could flip this crowd and turn them face for me again and boo Miz if I have a microphone. I don't give a fuck what you write in that script. Watch me work this stick and flip this crowd again, just like Cena does every night. Boo, yeah. Because I knew how to work. I knew how to work the mic. So I knew I was going to flip them. And they told me if I picked up the microphone that I would get fired. The only rebuttal that I could say was, "Miz, the question isn't how you doing. The question should be to your wife, who's your daddy?" So that turned me heel. That's making a real bad guy out of me, especially after all I just ate on the microphone So I wanted to rebuttal, and they wouldn't let me. So they turned me heel that night, and I was so fucking angry I wanted to kill somebody, because I had worked so hard in my life to be a babyface. Bro, 6 years of my career just thrown away as a babyface, where I never wanted to give up, where I wanted to be that guy like Cena, where kids can do my dance and buy my wig and look up to me and say that this is our guy. Well, you could come out and boo me, half of you, and half of you can cheer me, but I know how to work the mic, and I'll get what I need to get over and make the match work for me. And they knew what they had in me as a heel is the most marketable thing in all of sports, and that is, to quote Chael Sonnen on the most recent podcast he did with Andrew Souls on Flagrant. Chael Sonnen said the most marketable thing in all of sports is a cool heel. Look at McGregor. Look at Conor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Tyson. Look at Enzo. Look at Stone Cold. Look at The Rock. Look at Kevin Owens now. A cool heel is the most marketable, monetizable thing in sports. You can make more money off of a cool heel than you can. So by them flipping me heel and me being a cool heel with the purple title and playing the Ric Flair, I got the Gucci shoes and the alligator loafers and fucking you can't afford this shit and look at my wristwatch and all that. I'm just playing up to this character that is so monetizable, so over the top that you're going to have him sitting, at the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight, picking a fight with the title. You know what I mean? Like that is the most monetizable thing in sports. So I was on my way to that. What you see them paying for outside of the company, Logan Paul, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was writing a recipe on Jake Paul and Logan Paul before they even became who they are. And quite frankly, I was backstage with Logan Paul when he was doing Champ Sports sneaker watch interviews with me on my social media, and he was just a child with a Justin Bieber haircut. This is facts. This is real life. So you go and you get that kid because he's a genius. He's brilliant. Logan, give him credit, and he can go. But, man, you give me Shawn Michaels as my personal coach for a fucking few months and put me out there in the ring with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, or Ricochet, the best wrestlers in the world, I better be able to go out there and pull it off. If you're a star, you're going to pull it off. And I've been a star in the biz, and I know what it's like to lose all steam to go and be Mickey Rourke on the Indies. So, like, there's nothing you could say about me that can't be said. I'm Eminem in 8 Mile, and I do this shit. And I'll go out there and I'll have fun and tear it up in an armory with 20 people, or I'll go out there when my time is, when my time is up, your time is now, when it's my fucking time again, which I do believe there'll be a day in the sun for me because you can't hold a good man down. And I just believe in myself. So you got to want this. And wrestling doesn't come to you if you don't want it. And I want it.